Orban and the chaos at the castle! It was a bright morning, and Orban woke up with a sense of excitement. Since his first trip to Mario Land, he had been fascinated by Princess Peach's magnificent castle. It sparkled in the distance, a fairy-tale-like structure with towering spires and golden rooftops. Today, Orban decided it was time to see it up close. He quickly opened the crawl-space door, slipped inside, and entered the green pipe that always took him to the magical Mario Land. A familiar, tingling sensation ran through him as the pipe gently pulled him down. Moments later, he landed softly inside the hollow tree, its glowing mushrooms casting a golden light on the walls. Orban pushed open the old wooden door and stepped out into the vibrant, open fields of Mario Land. The landscape was breathtaking, as always, rolling green meadows dotted with colorful flowers and a bright blue sky stretching endlessly above. In the distance, the castle glimmered, its tall white walls and golden spires shining in the sunlight. Orban set off eagerly, his steps filled with curiosity and excitement. He wandered through the fields, following a small path that twisted and turned through the meadows. The air was filled with the chirping of birds and the hum of insects. After a while, he reached the edge of a dense forest. There, an old mossy stone marked the entrance to a narrow trail. The words engraved on the stone read, "Only those who have proven their courage may pass through the hidden path." Orban smiled as he remembered his encounter with the guardian of the hidden path. Some time ago he had completed the guardian's trials of courage, wit, and skill. Now the path was open to him. With steady steps he walked into the forest. The trees cast long shadows, and the air grew cool and still. The ground beneath him trembled slightly, and the guardian emerged from the shadows, just as impressive as Orban remembered. Its glowing green eyes stared down at him, its wooden and stone body radiating strength. "Orban," the guardian said in a deep, rumbling voice, "you have proven yourself. The path is yours to take. May your journey be safe." Orban nodded respectfully. "Thank you, guardian," he said, and continued along the trail. The forest gradually thinned, and soon Orban stepped onto a vast meadow surrounding Princess Peach's castle. The sight took his breath away. The castle was grander than he had imagined, with its sparkling white walls, towering spires, and golden rooftops. A shimmering moat surrounded it, and a wide drawbridge led to its gates. Orban crossed the drawbridge and entered the castle. Inside, it was just as magnificent. Golden patterns adorned the walls, and grand chandeliers hung from the ceilings. Servants bustled through the hallways, carrying trays of food or polishing the gleaming floors. Orban stayed out of sight, marveling at the grandeur of the place. Suddenly a loud scream echoed through the halls, high-pitched and panicked. "This is a disaster!" someone cried. Orban peeked around a corner and saw Princess Peach herself, dressed in a beautiful pink gown. She was surrounded by frantic servants, waving her hands in distress and pointing toward a hallway. "The toilet in the west wing is clogged!" she exclaimed, her voice rising. "The water is overflowing! What am I supposed to do?" A servant stepped forward hesitantly. "Your Highness, Mario and Luigi have already been called. They are on their way." "That's not fast enough," Peach cried, stamping her foot. "If the water reaches the ballroom, it will ruin everything." Orban followed the commotion to a long hallway, where the problem was at its worst. The red carpet was soaked, and water, mixed with something unpleasant, spread slowly across the floor. The smell made Orban wrinkle his nose, but he stayed hidden, watching the chaos unfold. At that moment, quick footsteps echoed down the hallway. Two men appeared, Mario and Luigi. Mario wore his signature red hat, and Luigi his green one, both dressed in blue overalls. They carried toolkits and immediately got to work. Mario crouched by a pipe, while Luigi unpacked a large pump. The brothers worked with calm precision, as if they handled such emergencies daily. Princess Peach stood a safe distance away, her hands clasped nervously as she watched. "Hurry up!" she called out. "The water mustn't reach the ballroom." Mario and Luigi didn't seem bothered by her urgency. Mario removed a clogged pipe section while Luigi adjusted a valve. Together they fixed the problem efficiently, and slowly the water began to recede. Orban watched in fascination, impressed by the brothers' skill and teamwork. When they finished, Mario and Luigi stood up, wiped their hands, and exchanged satisfied nods. A servant rushed to Peach and whispered something in her ear. She let out a sigh of relief, and with a more composed demeanor left the hallway, followed by her servants. Mario and Luigi packed up their tools and disappeared as quickly as they had come. Orban stayed in his hiding spot until the castle grew quiet again. When everything had returned to normal, he made his way back toward the entrance. As he crossed the drawbridge, Orban reflected on what he had seen. He had explored the magnificent castle, witnessed Princess Peach's dramatic side, and watched Mario and Luigi in action. It had been an extraordinary day, and Orban knew he would return to Mario Land soon. There were always more adventures waiting for him.